Welcome to this week's edition of Carolina Kart Scene, where we talk about the racing this weekend on April the 1st. We talk about the new tire announcement in the tire game. We also talk about 4 different tracks in North Carolina and a couple of different tracks running in South Carolina. So let's get to it. So something new on the tire front that came out this week was that Reaper has actually been testing a new tire. The new tire will actually have more rubber in a couple of different areas to take out the dip in the 9-inch tire. Added some rubber to the band to help with the mounting of that tire, and then also have more of a square profile. They did say there is no timeline right now for release of this tire, but it'll take several months to get it out, and they'll announce that when it does come out. So my question to you is, what are your thoughts on it? Is this something that you're looking forward to? Something that's muddying up the water? Because the tire game has gotten interesting in the last couple of months. So what is your take on this, and are you planning on running that? And other news this week was something exciting, and I was personally glad to see, is Woodleaf Raceway Park open up a new schedule in Woodleaf, North Carolina. They had taken a hiatus last year, and I think only ran one time, and we were able to get out there and race with them. A really nice facility, and so it's good to see that they have a full slate of events coming up. You'll notice that a lot of their races are going to be wing carts on Sunday. Check out the schedule and check out the dates. They will also have Flat Cart Friday. They have not released their full schedule yet to what the timing is, but definitely is something to look out to. And I will definitely get out back to this track this year. So definitely check out their Facebook page and see what's coming up. First up for the tracks in North Carolina is Liberty Raceway Park in Stanley, North Carolina. This race is part of the North Carolina Dirt Series, and this race is sponsored by Tire Tack. This race is also going to be part of their series, and a part of their series is some individuals that are highest in point level will actually get an invitational to the Maxis National Invitational running on later this year. A lot of guaranteed money on the line and a lot of different classes. And if you've been following them on Facebook, you'll notice that they've been adding a lot of dirt to the surface for improvements. And they've also come out with a YouTube channel to present some of their racing. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely go over there and look at those races. Next up is the GOAT Series running at Triple T Raceway in St. Paul's, North Carolina. I believe this is the second race of their series and the first one at Triple T. This is a majority Reaper tire event. Most of the classes will be on Reaper tire, except for the Carolina Unlimited All-Stars. I mentioned this series before. Karts with very high sides onto them, putting on a great show. I believe this is their only trip to Triple T this year, and hopefully they may add another race later on, but we'll see. So definitely get out and check this one out if you haven't been to this one. Next up is Mountain Creek Speedway in Catawba, North Carolina. As I mentioned in previous episodes, this track has done a lot of work over the off-season to improve safety of the catch fence, racing surface, and other upgrades to the facility. They are actually having a 2-day event where flat karts and mini mods are going to be on the first, with outlaw karts and micros being on the second. So definitely get out and check this one out. If you're a fan of those type of karts, you'll definitely get a great show at this particular track. Next up running in North Carolina is Old State Line Speedway in Lawsonville, North Carolina. This is their second race of the season, and they've always put on a great show with a full slate of classes on the card. Recently, Frank's Outdoor Life was at this track and put on a great video, as he always does, and showcase the track. So if you haven't been to this track, this is a great opportunity to go and enjoy a great show, either as a spectator or as a racer. First racetrack we want to talk about in South Carolina is Crossroads Raceway in Enoree, South Carolina. They're putting on the Larson Memorial with Pro Clone 390 running for $2,500 to win. They have a full card of racing all throughout the night, and so definitely want to check them out. They're also running wing kart classes. There's been a lot of success and a lot of traction in this area of South Carolina in the last couple of weeks in running the wing karts. So if you haven't seen them run, or you don't get up to Mill Bridge or up to Mountain Creek, this is definitely a good race to go see and check those out. Also racing in South Carolina is Sickle Hill Kartway in Manning, South Carolina. They're running on April 1st with a lot of different classes that are up on the line. So if you're in this area, definitely want to go out and check them out. And the next racetrack in South Carolina I want to talk about is Southern Kartway. They're running on April the 1st, and this racetrack is located in Morris, South Carolina. If you've never been to this racetrack, it's a great little racetrack to get out to and support. So hopefully if you're in the area, you can get out and check this track out.